January 4th, 1993. Request for closure of time loop Aster 1. After years of study, all possible data has been extricated from time loop Aster 1. Origin, early 9th century, second cycle harmonics. Emotional catalyst, assassination of Conrad Astor by Finello Astor. Horizontal diameter, 15 meters. Resident topology signature, theta rho pattern. Recommend training protocols be displaced to level B4, taking advantage of Alpha 1 breakthrough. Recommend collapse of Aster 1 in 30 days' time. This delay will allow finalization of data collection, as well as equipment and personnel transfers. Counterpoint raised. Preservation of culturally significant catalyst subjects. Future advancements may allow safe subject extrication.
Oh, thank you for getting rid of the creatures. You saved my life!
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Balam Lamek. I was part of the science team working what we did to that poor man. I can't be that madman. He timed it perfectly. He created...
Ever seen this symbol before?
Yes, I have. Some of our soldiers found an artifact with that symbol when they explored the ancient facility. As per procedure, it was catalogued and stored for future investigation.
How did they create the new
Dr. Mabden told the poor Sabinian that the palamists strapped to the tables were the same who had repeatedly raped his daughter. The Sabinian didn't hesitate. He grabbed the chainsaw and chopped the palamists to pieces. There are 2 time loops. Don't confuse one for the other. The one on this floor is old and didn't give us as much data. It wasn't good enough for Mabden. That lunatic had to make a new time. Near Mabden's time loop, there is a terminal where you can hack the mainframe and call forth the Guardians. Use the numerical code 7584 to access the terminal and take this Ammon prism.
Who is Dr. Mabden?
Dr. Mabden is a cold-hearted son of a bitch. He's a liar and a manipulator. He will stop at nothing to get what he wants, no matter the cost. He's obsessed with the weaponization of the creatures and the time loops.
Finally, you're here. That's good. Very good. Please use the intercom over there so we can be... What a fine specimen you are. I will sincerely thank your commanding officer for providing such an excellent candidate.
Who are you?
Strange. I thought they would have briefed you. Semantics. I'm Dr. Mabden, head of weapons research. Today's experiment will focus on time loop weaponizing.
Why are you trying to weaponize?
Why wouldn't we? Think of what we could accomplish. Did you notice the newly designed hardware around the time loop? This is why you are here, not to ask silly questions. If I were you, I would concentrate on surviving the different protocols.
Okay, let's do this.
Good. The first protocol has been engaged. Come back to the intercom once you're done. Your competency is refreshing. Good work.
All right, I'm ready.
The second protocol has been activated. Good. You survived. Good work.
Are we done?
Let's get on with the experiment.
Let's go.
Here. I'm surprised you got through this one. Excellent. Good work.
I'm ready.
Now, this one might be tricky. Astonishing. No one has ever gotten this far. Good work.
This better be the last one.
This is the last one. It wasn't that bad now, was it? What the hell are you doing? You do not have clearance for that. Stop that immediately. enough! Go back to the intercom and follow the protocols! I thought I made myself clear. Enough with the shenanigans!
Good work. You've retrieved the keystone of rage.
January 3rd, 1993. We have done it. Time Loop Alpha 1 is operational. For the first time, certain aspects of a time loop are under our direct control. Years of planning have finally paid off. Synaptic modulators are stable, and limbic pulse generators have already confirmed our theories that entities can be generated at will. We will begin testing the optimal frequencies to induce each entity variant. Agent training protocols should be greatly enhanced as a result. The complete weaponization of the technology remains out of our reach for the near future. We are, of course, still bound by the 33-year cycle. Additionally, a proper emotional catalyst remains necessary to the time loop's formation. This requires a great deal of precise social engineering. Overcoming these limitations will be...
I made it out thanks to my little friend here. We couldn't have done...
You alright?
Yes. I haven't seen this, although I doubt that will be soon. The debriefings I'll have to endure will want to know what the hell happened down there. From what little I've seen of Hadia, it seems to be a special place stuck in time. When I was on leave before the war, I walked the streets in Lublina. It was like I had used a time machine and arrived in another timeline. It was a strange sensation because I couldn't pinpoint the exact. Walking on the street, you feel like you're in medieval times. Then you turn the corner and are suddenly propelled. I didn't mingle much with the locals. Not my style. I hardly set foot outside this place since the war started. I'm not missing much from what I've heard. I know our people have their part to play in this mess. You probably know more about it than I do. The operatives in the Oculus division are masters at creating conflict and have their fingerprints all over funding extremists, targeted assassinations, false flags, you name it. Aside from what is said about them in the news and newspapers, I know little about them. The peacekeepers have tried their best to delay the war, but it was a lost cause. I don't know much about the Sabinians. I only know what the higher-ups told us in the briefings when we first arrived. I got a well-deserved weekend pass one time. I used to get those before the war. I was enjoying my caffeine-infused beverage in a small cafe on the corner of a busy street. I do that purely to entertain myself. At first, the conversations were run-of-the-mill exchanges. These are mainly complaints about work, teachers being too strict, deadlines, overtime, being too tired, a suspect husband, and the everyday anecdotes you might. Then, a news report comes on. The cafe fell into a silent hush. Some conversations went as far as suggesting to kill them all. I don't think the news realizes. I've never met any palamists, and if I did, I didn't notice. There is one place I would love to visit. It's in the heart of the Palamist province of Argola. It's the capital city of... Some who went on leave there told me it was stunning. It has some of the oldest castles, friendly people, and the best restaurants in Haiti. I know, it sounds like a commercial, but it's what everyone says. I want to visit Trisk if ever I get a weekend. The Cerebrum Division was partly created to study, examine, observe, and dissect them. It's why most of us are here. That old time loop we found in the ancient part of Auriga Museum played a significant role in studying the entity. We discovered that the entities emit specific frequencies. We have yet to find out why. I built the emitter inside the drone to interrupt the entity's frequency waves, temporarily I'm still working on an emitter that doesn't cost too much energy and can last longer. As you know, those few seconds are precious for a soldier. I'll get on that as soon as this...
Thanks for helping me escape.
Are you gonna be alright?
I'll be just fine. The intervention forces are on their way. I'll have a lot of work to do, though. I'll have to run diagnostics to... I don't know what's happening to this country. I've been living here since I set foot in Haiti. I can tell you a lot about what's happening in the Auriga Museum, but the NDA attached to my contract with Operation Moloch, they had us work in silos. All the research departments are in... One of my coworkers was a massive history buff. He managed to get his hands on some local books. Books he found were censored. He slipped them out of a repository in another SEAL Council complex he worked at before being transferred here. He wouldn't shut up about them. Her name was... Lady Margareth. This isn't the first time these creatures have... This ruler loved her people. Wanted to protect them from the creatures. So she had them build a massive underground Argola somewhere. He went on to explain that it wasn't the only place. There's thousands of I don't remember the details. He eventually got transferred. Now... What else is new? Both sides are identical. It's pretty debilitating if you genuinely think about it. Only people who are the same can reach such a point. The line is drawn in this. Both sides of the line are utterly convinced that the other represents an absolute menace to everything they considered sacred. Their mission here always felt a bit peculiar. I can't quite put my finger on it. Don't get me wrong. The country needed peacekeeping operations, but something felt off. I arrived in the country right when the temporary legislative alliance broke at the seams. I couldn't help but notice how tense the SEAL Council Not long after, the ON peacekeepers arrived in the country, and all the higher up, as far as I know, the SEAL Council needed the bloodshed. No. Something related to all our I made it a point never to mingle with the locals. That's just setting yourself up, especially when you're considering what you're doing to them. There's a reason you don't name the animals in your lab. It gets personal. I know this guy from medical who got involved with the local. She was a palomist. He met her in a small village. He was assigned there to set up some equipment, before the big day. He kept in contact with her. But what an idiot. He's out there looking for her. At first, I was terrified of them. Like, what the fuck am I looking at? After a while, though, you start getting used to them. They just become a part of the job. They're amazing, aren't they? They immediately became terrifying again when they got loose, but it was still amazing, right? To think they may hold answers to some of our most pressing questions. It'll take some time before they make Riga Museum safe again. I guess I'll be reassigned to another...
Thank you for helping.
Are you gonna be okay?
I will be, as soon as I leave. I won't be working for these people anymore. I hope you use that Amin prism I gave you. Those poor people did not deserve such... Ah, Halia is gorgeous. I had the privilege of visiting some cities before the chaos. A few weeks before Palamists and Sabinians started killing each other, I was assigned here in Origa to that psychopath, Dr. Mabden. They turned the entire country into their science experiment at the... For what? Progress? Science? This isn't progress or science. The Zeal Council orchestrated the whole... I don't know all the details, but I intend to play along for a few more weeks, steal some files, accumulate evidence. I already have some, but I'm going to get more. I want to blow the lid on this whole operation. The Peacekeepers were used to time everything. God forbid the Palamists and Sabinians start killing each other at the wrong time. And what if the ON finds out? Nothing will happen. The people in charge of this operation control everything. Think of something, anything. Sabinians want what most people desire in life. Freedom. I remember reading a few... When that dictator died, Sabinian politicians wanted a democracy, a free market, and to rejoin the world. The Palamists wanted... Their inconsolable rift seems to lie in the nitty-gritty details of their history. I'm not sure. I guess you need to be born here to understand why. Then again, I'm not sure the Hadians know why anymore. I can't help but have a soft spot for the Palamists. I see a lot of me in them. They remind me of my family back home. Close to the earth, strong family ties. If I ever get out of this mess, I'm going straight to the family farm, where I'll devour my mom's home-cooked meals. I'm still trying to figure out where the creatures are from. Weapons research, pharmaceuticals, biotech, and medical research are all... Each department concentrates on its own thing. There is no sharing of information or... I guess it prevents us from doing what I'm about to do. Blow the whistle on this whole operation. I grabbed as much stuff as possible when There is something they are not telling us. We know the time loops are a doorway, enabling the creatures to enter our... We know this occurrence happens every 33 years on the 1st of January at mid... What is opening the time loops? And to what end? Whatever it is, it's something I haven't seen yet.
That's the last keystone. Let's return to the ancient forge and see if your father was right. Let me know if you...
What am I supposed to do with this keystone?
We must return to the Limbic Forge and... Find anything? Nice find. Let's run it through the database. My article on the Zeal Council. Interesting. I'll look it up.
Remy, I'm ready to make my move.
Good. We should rendezvous at Lake...
Wait.
Lieutenant, you are relieved of command.
On what grounds, Corporal?
Put these on. You are to report back for debriefing. Stop!
Arabeth? Arabeth! Ah, fuck!
Remy, I'm sure she's all right.
Unlikely.
I know a survivor when I see one. Do you think she knows you were going to say Lake Sinan?
What difference does it make? We got work to do.
I wouldn't say I like interruptions. I never understood why people need breaks. I was surprised to find out that your mother worked for us. She had quite a reputation. My employers came across her by chance. People with nothing to lose are the best candidates for covert operations. What caught their eye was that this prisoner seemed to know a great deal about Hadia. Things that aren't common knowledge. Faux guards, limbic weapons, the Order of the Eye. And the Vigil.
What's your fucking point?
We didn't know about the Vigil's existence until your mother was recruited. She gave us an extensive list of names. In exchange, we trained her and assigned her some men. And one by one, the Vigil began to disappear. Have car accidents. Die of heart attacks. very efficient. But then, she started to show signs of slowing down. Especially when it came time to take care of Vitalis.
Careful.
So my employers presented your mother with falsified phone records. It implicated Vitalis as the one who called the police the night she attempted to smuggle you out.
You fucking scumbags!
I told you I know how to bring out the worst in people. Oh, if you weren't bound to that chair, you'd lunge across the table and choke the life out of me.
It would be much worse than that.
Revenge is a much more potent manipulator. Control is knowing which buttons to press. Pretending not to care about anything is the illusion of control. Look at you, just like her. Compromised by your emotions. Fun's over. Let's continue.